Today we end quadratic equations. The last part of quadratic equations, really short part actually to be said. I'll give 3 problems, I guess so. Now I have told you the quadratic formula last video, I guess so. Now I will tell you one application of quadratic formula. Remember I said that d equal to b square minus 4ac. That's really important, as we call it the discriminant. Remember I told you this is a very important term we are going to discuss. Now today we talk about nature of roots. Like if this let's say x square plus bx plus c equal to 0 has roots x1 x2, what is the nature of this real natural number, like that thing. First thing is that if I say that first we'll always consider d. If d is greater than 0, means b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. So I'll have two roots x1 plus x2, that will be minus b plus, I'm writing d only, okay, root over d by 2a, and another root that is minus b minus root d by 2a. This will be my two roots. So I have what? Two roots. Now those are distinct, so obviously a plus b and a minus b is obviously distinct. So two distinct. Why did I give the comma? Two, one second. Two distinct. Now these roots are real because obviously every number is real here, okay? Real roots. You can understand b is real, a is real. Now obviously whatever the d's value is, rational or irrational, both are real numbers, understand? So we have two distinct real roots. Now if I give d equal to 0, now then I can say that what x1 will be equal to x2. Why? Because this will be minus b by 2a. Why minus b? It will be what? Minus b plus minus root 0 by 2a, which will be, this thing gets cancelled, this is minus b by 2a. So we have what? Two equal real roots. Two equal real roots. Two equal real roots. Now if I say d is less than 0. Now before telling d is less than 0, let me delete it. Tell me something. What is root 2? No. What is root 1? It will say 1. What is root minus 1? Can you answer me? No. This is something that we call as not real numbers. There is some concept called the complex numbers. What is complex number? I'm not going to discuss in details. Nothing I will discuss. Any root of some negative number is not a real number. Just remember this. It's a complex number. Just remember, it's not a real number. So if d less than 0, obviously root d, so it will result in what? X1, not x1, I was just writing x here, okay? Some b minus plus minus root d by 2a. So now this thing is not real. So what will I have? No real roots. But one thing I can tell you, the roots are distinct. Okay. Now sometimes they ask, it's very rare. One time one question came, 2000, I don't remember what 2000, some year it came, like 2000 to 2010, some year it came, is that if the roots are positive, roots are integers. This is not to be said, but since a board question came, I have to tell this. Roots are integers, then tell me something about d. One mark question it came. Tell me something about the d. Okay, So what can I tell about d here? See, if minus b is obviously an integer, 2a is also obviously integer, and plus minus root. So this thing is my discriminant, is again my deciding factor. So my root d can be what? Two choices it has. Either it has to be a perfect square or not a perfect square. Understand? If it is a perfect square, it will lead to an integer. If not, it will not lead to an integer. Understand? So we can say that d has, this is for d, okay, d has to be an integer then. No, sorry, d has to be a perfect square. Understand, everybody? If d is not a perfect square, then the roots will never be an integer. B is integer, a is integer, but this is the deciding factor here. Understand? So actually, let's do a sum. No, before, let's do a sum first, then I'll tell you something interesting, really interesting. Let's say 2x square plus kx plus 3 has equal to 0. Now I have to tell me, if they have equal roots, what is the value of k? They have equal root, then what we know, k square minus 4 into 2 into 3 b square minus 4ac equal to 0. So k square will be nothing but, tell me what, this is 24, no, yes, 24. So k will be nothing but 2 root 6. Understand? No, now let's do something else. Let me do this, the last problem. This one will be, it's a quadratic equation inside a quadratic equation. Let's do this. Let's try to read this. This I had to very short, very much like hazy, because it is written in very small font in the book. Okay, from the book I took it. Okay, so if you can read it, let me read it out. For what values of m, the equation 1 plus m x square minus 2 into 1 plus 3m x plus 1 plus 8m is equal to 0 has equal roots. Understand this? Equal root, we know what. 1 second, I have to switch to the pen. B square minus 4ac is equal to nothing but 0. So b square minus 4ac is nothing but equal to 0. So what will this come to be? Minus 2 into 1 plus 3m whole square minus 4 into ac 1 plus m into 1 plus 8m, I guess so, no, is equal to 0. Okay, understand this part. This is b square minus 4ac equal to 0 I am getting. So from this I can synthesize this as 4 I can take common, no? Yes, 4 I can take common. This will be 1 plus 9m squared plus 6m minus 1, then this will be minus 9m plus 8m squared, I guess so, equal to 0. So what do I get? M squared minus 3m is equal to 0. Okay, see this becomes minus 3m, so this will be minus, okay, this becomes minus 2m. Okay, 1 gets cut, as you can see here, and 4th I can bring it here and it's 0. So this thing I can write as m. Never write this, okay, I have seen many people do this. M square equal to 3m, then cut, m equal to 3. Answer is there, I am very happy. No. Whenever there is any type of equation dealing with more than 1 degree, meaning more than any degree less more than 1, see the degree here is 2, always factorize on one side equal to 0 other side, m minus 3. So this thing can mean m can be also 0 or m is 3. So my solution is nothing but m 0 and 3. Now what was the solution then? M equal to 3. You are not considering that m equal to 0 option, so the question would have been wrong and you would have not getting marks. So we end it here, we end this. I will delay the problem jam for this because of the GST chapter, which I'm going to start next. Okay, bye then.